good to see you.
Hey,
Young man.
Good young man indeed. Hey, pretty in pink, eh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's very pink.
Yeah.
My daughter would love you. She's obsessed with everything pink at the
Oh,
moment.
as you're going through that phase, mate, don't worry, they'll go to purple and lilac and all that type of stuff. Water skiing, gentlemen. Do you like that?
Quick change there. Pink water ski.
Well, I know. You get a lot of those kind of
Water skiing Barbie.
bright colours.
Tried it.
Have you?
On holiday once. I did that thing with, bombast, 2 skis. Oh. But I windsurf. I'm quite a good windsurfer. I've got a tiny little windsurfer that doesn't float. It's a bit like a water ski.
Quite a skill required to do that, isn't it? Sort of spinning that all
water
around.
skiers, they've got a boat. I've just got a wee sail to get it going.
Lovely. What about you, water skiing?
The closest I ever got was an inflatable yellow banana in Barbados.
No.
Doesn't
really count.
It doesn't count. It's a bit,
I don't think that counts.
Pink jumper, that really
I
is.
know. But you do have to hold on to them bananas, didn't you? You do. Otherwise, you're in the water. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got world water skiing champions. Please welcome Carl Brooks and Kim Lumley. Now, before you meet your chefs, now, what's it like going along in that water at what, in excess of 100 miles an hour?
Yeah, it's all right. Till you fall off, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to fall off at
No.
all. Now, what does it feel like being world champion then? The women's world champions. Is this a real buzz?
Oh, it's amazing. It's taken 9 years to get there, so obviously, it's definitely. I'm getting used to it now.
You're getting used to that.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking at you when you go down the beach and, here she is, that's the one, that's the one. And you were almost the number one.
Almost,
what
not
happened?
quite
You were
there.
up against, who was it?
I was robbed.
You were robbed.
Beat by a better man on the day, unfortunately.
It was an American, wasn't he?
Unfortunately.
Just picked you to the post.
He just got me.
Yeah,
no,
but-
he beat me fair and square.
No, mate, you're only saying that because you're on TV. You want to get him next time, don't you?
I think this could be aired in America, that's the only problem.
Yeah, there you go. Go to your chefs, meet Nick, and of course
How you
meet
doing?
Ross. Check your bags out here.
Hi.
Let's see, doubling up bags today, ladies and gentlemen, basically means identical bags. They've both got the same bags. So, of course, we're going to be using our doubling up dice. Yeah, let's take that, pop that round there. Now, Carl, tell us what you brought along here, mate. What's your items?
Well, I bought the chicken because when we're in training, obviously need a lot of protein to repair the muscles after training. So chicken's a lot lighter than like steak and stuff, so digest quicker. So we eat a lot of chicken. Potatoes, which carbohydrates, obviously, burning a lot of carbs when we ski, so eat a lot of that type of stuff. And because we eat lots of pasta, tomatoes are really
You just throw them in any
the
time.
base of the sauce for most
Quickest
stuff.
sauce in the world,
Yeah.
whether it's kind of just ordinary tomatoes chopped up or a can.
That's it.
How much did you spend, by the way? Those were your items.
£4.96.
$4.96. Happy, chef?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Nice bunch of
Yeah,
ingredients. I'm
lots
sure we
of
can come
stuff
up
to
with
get
something
on with. Let's go over here and meet Kim. Kim, what else did you bring along here?
Well, I got some bacon. I think that sort of adds a bit of taste to any old meal, really, doesn't
I know
it?
it does, doesn't it?
Some cheese. Don't really eat much cheese while we're actually in training, so as we're now off season at the moment, we thought we might have a bit of a treat with some cheese.
Love.
And obviously bananas, which we both
You
eat a
inflate
lot
them?
of bananas. No, sorry.
Go for a ride.
Don't think these ones would float. Oh, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ross Burden. And you got a lovely onion.
Yes.
Same amount of money, obviously.
Exactly.
OK, chef, what about you? Do you like those ingredients?
Yeah, it's one of those sort of bags that can go in any direction. So
Great. Well, pass me up the dice then,
Certainly,
because
sir.
it's a doubling up bag. We're going to see which chef gets first choice first.
Oh, dear.
Knocked
You
yourself
took me
out.
teeth out, didn't I, darling? Hey, it's a green pepper. It's over the other side. Ross, put that away.
All right.
Dear.
And I'll be back in a minute, Kim.
OK.
Let's find out what Nick's going to cook for Carl.
Right, very quickly. Chicken Kiev.
Yeah.
Haven't done it for years, but I quite fancy go to it.
OK.
Salt and vodka, French onion soup, bit of herby mash, banana souffle, anything else I think of when we're going.
Fair enough.
He said that so quick, didn't he, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
dear.
forgotten something else I was going to do.
Hope he knows what he's doing.
I tell you what, I'll do cheesy mash. That's quite nice. isn't it?
Cheesy mash. All right, then. Salt and vodka and Kiev. Oh, looking forward to seeing
When
that.
did you last
OK.
have a Kiev?
Yeah, it's
1970?
true. No,
Hey.
I had a few years ago. Kids kind of like it. It's
It's
one of
a
those
nice
things
thing,
the
yeah.
kids really go for, isn't it?
Yeah.
The old garlic butter
The
inside.
mention of cheesy mass had a lady fainting in the front row there. There's a vote there already.
Well, I know, he's got a green pepper.
So I think what we'll do is we'll do one of the chicken we'll stuff with cheese and herbs and wrap it in pancetta and just do it very simply. The other one we'll do a chicken Maryland. So it's supposed to be a thigh, but it'll be crumb chicken with fried banana and grilled tomatoes, and if we get time we'll do some pancakes. And with the rest of it, and that'll be on roasty, so the pancetta's on roasty. And then we'll do it sounds gross, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious, a herb, banana and cheese scone pinwheel.
Have you ever had one of them before?
No.
No, it's the first time for everything.
I know, yeah.
Otherwise, it sounds delicious to you, Kim?
Yeah, sounds very good.
Yeah, Kim and Carl are absolutely delighted. They'll be flying. They're used to the speed, ladies and gentlemen. But I wonder if they can keep up with our chefs. They only get 20 minutes when I say, ready, steady, cook. OK, up and away we go. Here we are. He's talked about the old Kiev. Now, it's an absolute classic. Yeah, I know you often see it in your supermarkets there. Often a lot of people buy it ready prepared. And he's actually going to prepare it for you right before your very eyes. A Saltimbocca, absolute classic there again. We're going to be sort of making a nice herby mash there.
Saltimbocca is normally made with veal.
OK.
As you know, Italian classics.
But you're going to batter out the old
Could
chicken.
you just peel those for me?
And the old bananas are going to make a delicious souffle. Over here, slightly different theme, but we're still going to bread our chicken, but we're going to make one into a Maryland. The other one's going to be wrapped with herbs and the old pancetta.
We're getting really retro, aren't we? When's the last time we had a Maryland? That was 100 years ago, wasn't it?
I know. I think the banana kind of set us off a little bit
It's
there, didn't it, Ross?
a bit like the prawn cocktail. Everything's coming back.
Yeah, I know. The classics are returning, and they're certainly returning in the Ready Steady Cook studio this afternoon. All right then, Nick, what about the chicken? Opening that up first, chef?
I think I'm doing too much.
Yeah?
How much time has gone?
About 4 or 5 minutes.
I'm definitely doing too much. Right. French onion soup.
Yeah.
No, wrong one. I'm in there. Is that the big one? Move that. Right.
OK.
Right, French onion soup, that'll take a while to get that going first. So, tell you something.
Yeah.
How do you chop an onion?
Yeah.
You slice it. You slice it that way or that way. And everybody says that way.
I know.
But look what happens, look.
I know.
Slice it that way, you get all different sizes of bits. You get a huge big bit starting there, and then they get progressively smaller as you go down. So they don't cook at the same speed. Obviously that bit's not going to cook at the same speed as that bit.
Turn it around.
So turn it around and slice it like this, OK?
And it all
what you find
separates
is it's all roughly the same size, so it all cooks at the same speed. And if you're going to do something like French onion soup, where you're going to caramelise those onions down in a nice bit of butter, like in that pan there, then you need them all to be the same size. So,
Beautiful, beautiful. There you go. Good little tip there.
One of those little tips,
right then, and lots more useful information coming your way. So, Chef, we're going to cook that down. Do you like adding a bit of sugar to your...
To caramelise it?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of, you know, there's enough natural sugar in the onions. But if you run out of time, yeah, it's absolutely a good idea just to stick a little bit of sugar.
OK,
or
lovely.
honey in there just to get it nicely caramelised.
Right.
And get the colour on it, because you want your French onion soup to be a good dark colour, don't you? You don't want it to be... Some of the colour will come from stock, and some of the colour will come from a bit of red wine once we get these nicely
OK.
caramelised.
Or indeed, you know, that sugar does caramelise after a while and brown it, and that really gives it that intense sort of darkness, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people like putting a bit of browning in it towards the end.
Yeah, well, I always think browning's cheating.
OK.
If you go use browning, you're cheating.
All right.
Oh, no, there's no breast fillet in these.
Yeah.
Ooh. Right, I'll take the breast fillet out of these.
Yeah.
Which means
For
for my chicken Kiev,
you're going to have to slice out and make a little pocket
Yeah.
another way.
Yeah.
That's OK, Chef. I'm sure you can do that. Or batter out the wings. Just split it, batter out the wings.
batter out the wings.
Yeah, I'll just sort of cut it down there and
I would
slip that down there.
Cut down here.
Yeah, a little bit of
so.
batter out the wings. I'll get you a. I'll get you the old.
Okay, now we'll cut through here like this.
Yeah.
Is that the wings? Is this what you mean?
Yeah.
Making this little pocket
That's it.
inside?
Yeah. Create a little bit of a pocket there.
Okay. Normally what I do is I take the little
What are we
fillet.
doing, Chef?
Okay, could you
done.
hook up that food processor? I'll get these in and get them cooking for making the mash. Okay, put that out of the way. And I've got to change my chopping boards because we don't want to have raw poultry
Okay.
and stuff together.
Change those round. I'm
So,
trying to get this off for you, Nick.
do
It's
that.
coming, it's coming, it's coming. You know what this cling film's like? And I don't care where you are in the world, it's always have the same problem with these cling film, don't we, eh?
Do you know there's a guy?
Once it's off...
There's a guy makes cling film in a cut-off thing that works.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure it does.
What are you doing?
Most of the time. Well, you want to bat that out, don't you? Bat out the wings so you can get the stuff in the middle.
I've no
That's why I
idea what you're
gave you
talking
that.
about, mate. But
Yeah,
you
I'll
show
tell
me.
you what I mean.
Right.
There we are, Chef.
Right.
Down, mate.
Could you get some bread?
OK, 16 minutes to go. I'm coming over to see you, Ross.
Where's it going? In
In
there?
there, breadcrumbs, yeah.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
OK.
Oh, I see.
There
I
you
see.
go.
I see. Hey, Ains, you should take this up for a living. You're quite good at that. That's, you know, I can see a career.
There we are. All right, let me just wash my hands. Rossi, I'm coming. I'm not neglecting you. How are you getting on there, Carl?
I'm flying, mate.
All right, you're flying, but you can't get that on, can you? Let me turn it around there, mate. There you go.
There we go.
Lift away. All right, let's get that done. You're doing a great job, and I'll come back and see you guys shortly.
OK,
Thanks,
you.
Chef. OK, Ross, how are you? I've neglected... Oh, what's that? Quickly.
That's my pinwheel scone, stuffed with tomatoes and chives.
Beautiful.
Cheese and banana.
Okay.
Beautiful, a couple of days.
Cheese and banana. That's the pinwheel scones. And how did you make up the dough? Very briefly, Chef.
Well, if you're making cheese scones, they're not like normal ones, so you reduce the butter. But it's butter and cheese and self-raising flour and baking powder and salt and pepper and flour and milk.
Okay, and if you've missed any of the recipes, guys, don't forget CFAX. And, of course, our website is there for you. All the recipes the chefs do, whether you're in the green pepper or the red tomato kitchen, are there for you, all right? So you're not going to miss out on anything. Hey, what's he got you doing here then, Kim?
Doing a bit more grating. I've done my potatoes and now on my cheese.
You find this a bit boring then?
No, this is good.
Is it good?
Yes, it's
It doesn't
fine.
require too much thinking then, does it?
Well, I think that's what he gave me.
Thought never passed my mind.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So when did you start water skiing? Was it something you did from a very, very young age?
Well, the first time I ever skied, I was 4, so that was fair. Yeah, that was good.
You were a babe.
I know.
Still is, mate.
Most parents won't even let their kids in the water at that age, eh?
Oh
Did you
no,
hear
my
Mr.
dad
Smooth?
threw me in.
Yeah, did he really? To get in there, girl. Yeah. And when did you actually start sort of going really fast then? When did you sort of take up the challenge to want to become a world champion?
It took me a little while to actually manage to get up on one ski. So I didn't start skiing. My first race, I was actually 14. So 10 years. Took me a while to get there, but I got there in the end.
Sure. And what about getting youngsters into it now? Because you guys fly along, as I've mentioned before, 100-odd miles an hour. You don't even think about it now, do you? It's just kind of second nature.
Yeah, no, it does. The speed, obviously, it still feels very fast, but it becomes doable. You know, it's like I explained, when you first start driving, you're going through the village at 30 miles an hour and you think, you know, you're never going to be able to stop in time before you run the old lady over.
Yeah, sure.
But no, the speed kind of gets much easier, so it's not bad.
And we'll talk. I'm just going to see what Ross is doing with that chicken.
For it,
But I want to talk about how to get kids into the sport. Now, Ross, tell us this is the one that you're going to be wrapping in the pancetta.
Exactly.
Okay,
just going to put a little bit of some parsley and cheese inside it, so it's not quite like a Kiev because it's not crumbed and fried. Just pop that in there, kicking the fingers out of the way. Put a little tomato because we've got a little of that left over as well. That'd be good.
And you're happy using the old streaky bacon or pancetta?
Yeah, it's very good. You don't want the fat keeps the lean chicken going, you see, so it's quite good actually. So we'll keep that going.
Okay.
Okay, so we've made a pocket in there. Could you make some crumbs for me, please? Breadcrumbs.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah. We've got a little. I've got a little gun here, one chef here.
Okay, fine.
I'll do that. All right then.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay, you continue to wrap that chicken and we'll get on with this. Okay, my darling. All right, here we are. Turn that over. The fastest bit of breadcrumbs. Here we are. I'll get you a bit of a knife. And, Ross, straight in there. Look at all those lovely colours, the tomato and the cheese and everything going through that. It's a bit nice, isn't it, eh? There we are.
I can do it.
There we are. You can do it. Do you not cook very much then?
Yeah, no, I do.
Where do you like to cook? At home, or do you like to go around to your boyfriend's house to cook? Or?
No, he lives with me. He's
Does
lucky.
he?
Yeah, he's very lucky.
Why is he lucky?
Well, I think he is. He gets to live with me.
Here we are, darling. Grab hold of that. Here we are. Oh, lovely. And press away. There you go. Keep going. Shake it up and down. Grab it. That's it. That's it. You always think about how to make breadcrumbs. Pop it in there. And the chef... do you want some egg done too, chef?
Yeah, I was just getting ready for that. There's a big bowl on here for the
Are we
egg.
done?
Okay, there you go. That's beautiful. That's it. Is that going to be baked now, chef?
Indeed it is.
Fridge for me. There you go. That's it. Breadcrumbs done. Let's get rid of those other pieces of bread. We don't need that. Yeah, you crack an egg in there. There you go. And whisk that up with just a little bit of water. Just a touch of water. Okay. Right, now, let's have a look here. What is this? This is the roaster.
This is our roaster, yep.
And are you one of those that like to... Oh, you like to squeeze the water out, don't you?
Yeah, we want to leave the starch in. You don't want to wash it. You want to leave the starch in, but you want to take the water out, otherwise it won't go crunchy.
Do you want to cloth this, chef?
No, it's fine, it's fine. Hands and vintage first.
And sometimes I've noticed you put in a little bit of corn flour.
Or what's even better, actually, is custard powder.
Custard powder?
Because the yellow colouring in it helps the brown.
Yeah. Isn't that a good tip, ladies and gentlemen? About thinking about that custard powder that you've got at home and been in the cupboard for about 6 or 7 years. Sprinkle a little bit in your rosti, that's what I say.
Custard, it's for the birds.
Very nice indeed. All right, here we go.
That's the way I tell them.
I know, that's it.
Otherwise a cracker.
Also, our chef over here is, like Nick was explaining, has really just sort of cut those down, all even-sized onions. Remember, don't cut across the grain, cut with it. There we are. And you get those lovely onions, all sweated out. Have you got anything else in here, Chef?
Just onion. I want to caramelize all those lovely sugars in there.
Okay, beautiful.
And then we'll put a little red wine in there.
All
later
right,
for
now
that.
the eggs there, that's ready. Both things are ready.
Fantastic.
Done.
Over
Fantastic
here,
job.
we'll get a crumbs
Brilliant,
going.
my darling. You can drink that if you want.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, tell us a bit about the old Maryland, then.
Well, you know, when I first had my first job in a restaurant was about 1,000 years ago. And I was a waiter at a place, and it was one of our sort of weekly specials. It was always a special for Thursday or something like that.
Yeah.
So, oh,
Yeah.
mine.
You all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thick skin.
OK, I can see you're very thick-skinned there. Yeah, all right, Chef. And you had this job as a waiter.
Yeah, but I just remember it had... What was the other thing? It's grilled tomatoes, and it was chicken leg, and crumb banana, and crumb something. And I can't remember what the something was.
Crumb something. I'm sure it was a sweet corn fritter. You had a sweet corn fritter, you had the tomato, you had bacon that went with it too.
Yeah,
a slice of bacon
and probably
with the
some
Maryland.
maple syrup or something as well.
Oh,
so.
well, yeah, you probably drizzle it on, depending where you come from. Chef, I've got to go. Thanks for showing us how to do that.
Splendid.
Come back and speak with you soon. Let's go back down to the green pepper kitchen, see how the chef... Now, he's really browning up those onions now. Let's talk about that then, Nick. Look at this. Really lovely. Lots of lovely colour. Look at that, guys. That really is coming alive now. 9 minutes to go. Salt and vodka.
Salt and vodka, right. I'm going to put some sage into the oil. The sage is going to fry up, getting real nice and crispy.
Yeah.
Could you get some kitchen towel just to drain that on, please,
There,
Carl?
just down there, my man. There you go.
And look how beautiful and crispy that is. And those onions
Beautiful.
in here.
And you wrap that...
Honey, cardamom. OK, we're getting these bananas caramelised down there. We need a bit of lemon juice in there, Carl.
OK.
And here we've got,
juice.
for the souffle, we've got the banana.
Beautiful.
Lemon juice in it.
And we've got here, remember he talked about that.
Yep.
Look, that's
Do you know what
cooking
we're doing
down now. That's the
take
chicken.
that out,
Yeah.
put it on there, finish it in the oven.
That's going in the oven. Let's get rid of the oil then. Out the way. OK, one lot of oil out the way. That's it.
Just
Keep
down
this
there.
all going.
So take this out
There's
now.
about 4 or 5 different dishes going here. Really, really exciting. No time to talk to you, Carl.
I've been
I tell
too
you,
busy,
mate.
mate. I've been too
It's
busy.
going now. Tell us a little bit about this water skiing then, and you know, what type of speeds are you doing? What type of boat are you using? That type of thing.
It depends on water conditions. If the water conditions are good, we can do well in excess of 100 mile an hour.
Wow.
The boats we use are pretty spectacular. They're like big twin-turbo Chevrolet engines.
Yeah. Wow. There you go.
See, spectacular, mate. It all happens in the kitchen.
I got a lot of bigger planes than that.
I've got a tan this side of my face now. Carry on, mate. So how much do these boats actually cost then?
Well, you can start off in the sport for like about, I think they do boats for 15,000, and then the guy who had the new boat built this year, I think it was about $1 million boat.
$1 million? Is that the guy that beat you?
Yeah.
The guy that
he
beat
had,
you. Is that why you think he beat you? Because he had this big, powerful boat?
I'd like to say yes, but...
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
It's got to be that. It's not the skill, isn't it? You're far more skillful than he is. So you can spend up to £1 million. So it's a pretty... Is it quite a sort of snooty, excuse the pun, a snooty sport?
No,
Only
not at
certain
all,
people?
really. Not at all. The people who do it are pretty down-to-earth people and just enjoy big engines and going quick.
Sure. How do you get into it? Do you need to live near the sea or what?
Not really. Most people get into it through their family. Like Kim, her father done it, my father's done it. So a lot of people have gone through the generations and picked it up.
Dangerous sport, do you think?
If you're not fit and...
Cheese, chef?
Yeah, if you're not fit and you do things you shouldn't be doing, then it can be very... You know, there are fatalities,
Whisk
but...
and talk and whisk.
Yeah.
Lovely.
He's getting on my nerves, he is.
Yeah. Is he getting on your nerves?
Big time.
Hit him, go on, I don't mind. A bit of aggro on ready, steady, ready, steady, it.
Yeah.
He said, if you're looking for trouble, just ask.
What he's doing...
All right, I'm going to forget it. Here, go in there, mate.
I've got to go out on my own tonight.
Oh, I know, you'll have to. Go on, away you go. Beat up then. All right, bananas are looking absolutely fantastic. And notice when they cook, they really do puff up.
So the table over there.
OK, 6 minutes to go.
French onion soup, OK,
Yeah.
so the onions, look at the colour we've got in there. Take that down. I need to get my croutons into the
Beautiful,
oven.
really, really lovely. That's what the chef was
get
talking
bread.
about to begin with. Lots of lovely colour. You can hit it with a little bit of red wine. If you're doing it for children, just put your stock in there
But here's
and
the
finish it off with a little
croutons,
butter.
right?
Yeah.
So when you're in the poor bit, right, just tear off bits of bread.
Yeah.
Like that, OK?
OK,
Bit of
chef.
olive oil on there,
Yeah.
OK? Bit of cheese
OK.
on the top.
OK.
And whack them in the oven. And you get lovely, instant, cheesy croutons.
Now, chef, briefly tell everybody once again, what have you got in that onion soup?
OK, so we've taken the onions down, so they're really nice and dark. Lots of caramelisation in here.
Yeah.
In with a beef stock cube, a glass of red wine, reducing that right down, and then I'm just going to add a bit of water to it and cook that out.
Remember, you've got the beef stock cube in there, so that will finish. Don't dry them out. I'll come back and see you.
Lovely.
Thanks, nice talking to you, Carl.
Right.
Let's get back down here. We've got 5 minutes to go.
Okay.
We've got a chicken Maryland happening. Remember Ross was talking about that earlier? He was talking about all the different ingredients. He's got the banana that's lovely and crunchy. You've got all these lovely textures going on. And the rosti, that's really being hit, Chef. The onions are cooking down.
Yeah, and you know we were talking about corn fritters, so I thought, well, I've got a little bit of banana left. Let's make banana fritters.
Banana fritters, lovely. I've got to ask you, Kim, have you ever had any injuries, any sort of really bad injuries that you think, I don't know why I'm doing this?
Oh, no, I don't think you ever think that. I think after you've fallen, you wonder whether you're still alive or not. But then after that, you just get back up again, really.
Here's a hint.
Yeah.
If it hurts, you are.
Yeah.
So give us an idea, how many miles are you travelling at miles per hour?
The fastest I've ever actually been clocked at is 108 miles an hour.
108 miles an hour. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how long is
How
the
many
actual...
points to get on your licence?
How long's the skis?
Just one, and it's probably about 7.5, 8 feet long.
Wow, wow. So it's about that high, ladies and gentlemen, and doing those incredible speeds. We've got rostis happening here.
Goodness.
We've got banana fritters. Again, Chef, tell us very briefly about what mixture you've got in your...
Self-raising flour, milk, banana,
and
salt.
Yeah, salt, OK, and just literally just cook those down. There they are. I'm just tossing them over there. And what do you prefer to cook them in, Ross? A little oil or some butter?
They're in butter, because I think it gives a nice richness, actually. Which is rather
yeah,
nice.
don't be frightened of using a little bit of butter. I know people sort of say slap it on your thighs, but just have small quantities more than a lot of it, but enjoy the taste and everything, OK, guys? All right, that's coming down nicely. That's a lovely rosti happening here. And how are you finishing that off?
Little onion sauce. We're going to put a little bit of water in there, actually. Would you like to just put, like, half a cup of water in there for me, so it makes a nice sauce? Thank you very much.
Beautiful. So tell me, Kim, does your dad still water ski? Does he like getting out there and having a bit of a go?
Yeah, he actually skied for the first time this year in quite a while. So, yeah, he's still enjoying it, but he prefers driving the boat, really.
Yeah. And just watching his daughter from behind, saying, that's my girl.
Oh, no, I tell him just to keep looking forwards. Yeah. If he looks back, then sometimes he wants to slow down, so, no.
Right, nice talking to you. OK, we've got the Maryland going on the plate there. These are absolute classics. We've got the Saltimbocca on the one plate down here, too. Don't forget the chef's also got a Kiev, which is bacon in the oven. We've got soufflés. We've got croûtes with cheese in the oven also. We've got onion soups over here. Lovely bananas. What's happening here, then, my man?
I've sort of decided to do a mash this time.
Yeah,
He's
beautiful.
as he goes along.
Is your training as intense as working in the kitchen?
Is it as intense as this?
Yeah.
No, I don't do much.
You don't do much
No, when
training,
we're in-
1.5 minutes. How much can you actually lose in sort of body weight and stuff like that in a race?
Well, I think we'll probably lose about 2 litres of water at least during a race. So you probably up to about 3 kilos of weight you can lose up in a race.
Wow.
But that's
so
fine.
how do you get that back in your body then? What do you do? Do you got some isotonic stuff?
Yeah,
you
during
take?
the race I wear like it's a camelback with a straw coming through.
Yeah.
So every time I go into a corner I can have a quick sip and sort of give yourself a bit of energy again and go again.
It's incredible. It's been fascinating talking to them, ladies and gentlemen, but it's going to be even more fascinating watching our chefs get their food out on time. OK, you've got about 50 seconds to go now. Let's get this food out, guys. All sorts of wonderful things happening here this afternoon. And don't forget, as I've mentioned before, if you've missed any of the recipes, they are available on our website, or check out your CFAX, all available on the BBC. Audience,
on the
you're
Maryland,
voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients they were given. Think about that. Have they impressed you enough? What have they done here? OK, got about half a minute to go now. Let's get all your bits. At a very hot oven, and out comes another chicken dish. What's it going to be? We'll find out shortly from Ross Burden. All right, audience, get ready to help me count down, please. Any moment now. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Yabba-dabba-doo. And to remind you, don't forget, we started off with a doubling up bag here today, ladies and gentlemen. So Nick and Ross had identical bags, and inside them we had chicken breast, Desiree potatoes, smoky streaky bacon, tomatoes, cheddar cheese, a couple of bananas, and a large onion. Waha! Well, ladies and gentlemen, world-class food in minutes for world-class skiers. That's what I say. I bet you can't wait to get stuck in, can you,
No, it looks pretty good. I don't know how you've done
Pick
that
up your
in 20
cutlery,
minutes.
mate. I know, incredible. What are you going to call it?
It's got to be simply the breast, cheddar than all the rest.
All right, what did you do? Tastes good?
That's a lot better than his jokes. That was it. Well, that's nice. Try this one out.
This is. Let me just try cutting this in half. See what this looks like. Okay, because this is the old-fashioned chicken Kiev, right? And look at that butter, the chili butter inside spilling out there. So it's got a really nice breadcrumb. What we did is flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. And I double did it. So I did it in flour first, then the eggs, then the breadcrumbs, then the eggs again, then the breadcrumbs. So you got a really thick crust to seal all that molten butter inside.
That crust.
And you did the wings. The wings. I was quite impressed with that. The wings, yes.
The way that I opened them up for you.
Yes, and battered them out with a bit of cling film and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so this was classic French onion soup. Was that good?
Onion soup. That's better than when you buy in the shops.
Knife and fork for French onion soup. Get a spoon in there, son. Go on.
How'd you pick the bread up?
Onions, sliced down, butter, caramelised, lots of colour, stock cube, beef, red wine, reduced, water, cook.
Sentences.
Sentences short. Punctuated. So the grammar police.
I think you've done that before. Yeah. No, it's good.
And then we made this, tore off the bread, grated cheese on top. Made these little croutons.
I've done that bit.
You did that, and you made the cheesy mash all on your own as well.
Yeah.
For a water skier, that's
You didn't
good.
really do much, did you?
Nah.
He's a cheeky monkey, isn't he?
He's a cheeky monkey.
He's a cheeky monkey.
But you did. You made that cheesy mash beautifully. And one of the reasons you made it beautifully is you really whipped it up. You know, and you did the egg whites as well. You were really good at that too. You just obviously had a lot of practice at it. That's great. This is the bananas caramelised down with honey and lemon juice and green cardamom with Greek yogurt. And this is a banana souffle. So you did that lovely whistle.
What do you think overall then? You're happy with that? You're
And then
happy
chicken
with
salt
what you've
and
done
vodka.
here then? Of course, beautiful.
I can't fault him. He's done all right for a start.
Okay, well done both of you there. Getting on famously there, aren't you? Hey, but you can't wait to get stuck in.
Yeah.
Go on then, you grab hold of your cutlery. What about a name, please, Ross?
Riding along on the breast of a wave.
It's hot in here today, isn't it, darling? It is hot in here today. What did you do?
Seat in the house. We took the two breasts. One we crumbed and fried with the fried banana, the grilled tomatoes, and then we made banana. So we made the marinade. Really classic. The other we stuffed with herbs and tomato and cheese and wrapped in pancetta to keep it moist and keep it together. That's served on a roasty with a red onion sauce. And then we made our scondo and filled the little pinwheels with tomatoes and cheese and what have you. And they're lovely and cooked, and they'll be a lovely tea time treat.
Nibble round there. Tell us what you think.
Healthy
Don't
and
want to get
delicious.
told off for not using the right thing to eat
Implements.
with. Yeah.
Oh, the right. You told so. Don't worry about that. It's all how you feel free and easy, didn't you? So,
Oh,
overall, what do you think?
very good. I don't know how they got away with slicing a tomato on a plate though.
Really?
Really?
You're not happy with that at all,
No.
are you?
I think
You go to Italy, girl, right? And that's what you get, tomato salad.
Oh, the
Tomato,
aggro started.
olive oil,
Don't get them started. All right, we don't want anything.
for skiers, aren't you?
They've only got 3 plates. Look how many we got.
There,
Yeah, but look at them.
It's what you do
Don't
with it
worry
that
about
counts.
what they've
Look
done,
at
ladies
this.
and gentlemen. The most important people are the audience. And audience, I have to remind you, these guys started with identical bags. So think about that when you are going to vote. But what is it going to be? Is it going to be a green pepper day or a red tomato one?
Red tomato.
Let's find out now as we ask them all to please vote now. And up they go. And today it's a green pepper day! Hey, congratulations, my man. Enjoy yourself today.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much.
Long coming and talking about your water skiing.
No, it's good fun.
And keep it going.
We'll try to.
Number one next time, mate. Number one.
That's what we need.
£100 spending money there.
Thank you very much.
God bless. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Always a pleasure.
God bless you.
Always a pleasure.
Hey. Well, you're the number one lady. He's not the number one bloke, though, is he, in the
I
water skiing department?
I know.
Hey,
Bless
there
him.
you go.
We'll let him win something.
Yeah, let him win something. But you go.
I feel really bad now.
Because you're going away with the lovely Ready Steady Cook hamper.
Thank
all
you.
sorts of goodies in there. Thanks so much. Keep
Thank
that going.
you.
7 years on the top world champ. Keep that going, all right, my
you,
darling?
thank you.
It's absolutely great. Thank you, Ross.
I got distracted by my contestant.
Yeah, right. Sure you did. Come on, bring some of your goodies over here because there's more food on the way in the form of our Quickie bags. In the meantime, let's say a very big thank you. Best of friends, great water skiers, ladies and gentlemen, Carl and Kim.
Well done,
Come on, come here. Where are you now? then. Let's see what you can do with...
The late Mr. Nairn.
The late Mr. Nairn, yes.
This little lot here. OK, what have we got in there? We've got some tomatoes on the vine. We've got chickpeas. We've got pita bread. We've got, some fresh sardines there. And we've also got, as I said, some spring onions and chilli peppers. And what's this? A tin of Thai masaman curry paste. Well, nice little selection there. So, Ross, what would you do with this?
Might be, well, not whitefish. I was going to say it might be quite nice to make curried chickpea fritters, a sardine and chickpea curry. The rest of the chickpeas we'll make into hummus, and have some grilled tomato salsa with that.
Okay.
With toasted pita bread.
Very nice indeed. OK, that's what Ross has off. What are you going to do? You going down the old falafel route or what?
No, I tell you what I do. Anthony was up at the school and he did a thing with cannellini beans. It was really nice. It's olive oil and you infuse it with rosemary and garlic and chilli, and then you puree those up and put it in. It's a bit like hummus, but it's really, really tasty. Surprising for Anthony. And then serve that with grilled sardines. He doesn't watch it, I don't think.
He does. Yeah.
Let's take it a lot.
Take the foot out of your mouth and speak.
Yes.
And then I do a veggie curry, sort of chickpea veggie curry, and some bruschetta type thing with the pita breads and roasted balsamic tomatoes.
Lovely. All right, there you go. You've had both our chefs come up with some really lovely ideas, but it's over to the studio audience. Green peppers, red tomatoes. Will you all please vote now? Up they go, and oh, look at this, eh? Wow, wow, wow. All right, then it looks like it's a. What are you looking at me like that for? It's a Ross Burton bag. All right, let's get it. OK, Ross, your 10 minutes cooking time, chef, starts now. What can we do for you?
If you want to open those and make some fritters, curry fritters would be great.
Thank you. OK.
No problem at all.
I need a bit for hummus. Don't use all of them,
Yeah,
sir.
and I'm going to have a couple of my curry as well.
I'm sure that you're going to have a few of those too. All right, then, chef. Lovely. What next?
Well, I'm just going to grab... If you take your board, I'll take mine.
OK.
Not that I'm proprietorial
No,
or
I
anything.
don't. I understand that perfectly. All right.
Got a griddle. Oh, and there's a wok for the curry. Lovely. Goodness me.
OK, I haven't got any tahini, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I'm just using a bit of sesame seed, which I'm going to blitz down, powder down, then we can put all the other bits and pieces in there.
I love sesame. It's so good for you. Right. Sardines. Fresh, delicious, full of omega-3s. Terribly good for you. The thing to do with them...
What about tomatoes, chef? What do you want them to roasted in the
Well, I'm
oven?
going to have some for my curry, and some need to go into a tray to be roasted.
OK.
If you just massage them down like this...
Yeah. Look at this technique here.
You should be able just to break the head off and pull out the bones. Like that. There you go. And then you've got...
Kind of cool. Round of applause, guys. That's a cool way of doing it. So many people think, oh, no, I can't be bothered with sardines. I can't be bothered to bone them. That's a really nice...
Sardines are delicious.
I love them. I really do.
It's like mackerel. Really underrated.
I know, but the tuna is amazing, though. The size of it. You can get one that's going to be a couple of kilos and one that's 600 or 700
kilos, yeah.
Yeah, quite amazing.
Very meaty fish, delicious.
OK, I've taken these off the stalk for you, chef, because you can actually pop those into your curry. OK. A few more there. I'm going to just roast all of these off. Is that enough?
That's perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to make a little sort of... we don't have coconut... Masaman curry is normally made with coconut milk, so what we're going to do is make it more of an Indian curry.
OK, lovely. Bit of garlic here. Do you want any garlic for that?
Yeah, please. A little bit of garlic, and I'll blitz some of the whites of the onions, some garlic, and some chilli with the paste. Zhuzh it up, and we'll be laughing.
OK, lovely. There you go. OK. Now, what about some of these curry pastes? There's so many different varieties on the market, isn't there, Ross?
Well, I mean, traditionally, the Thai pastes are quite sort of specifically done. The difference with Masaman, because it means Muslim, it comes from the south of Thailand, and unlike most of the other Thai pastes, it has dried spices in it, so it tends to have a little bit of cardamom, a little bit of coriander.
Can I have a bit of that for me, thing?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
And a bit of that, and a little bit of your tomatoes.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I have...
Take as much as you like.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't pay for them. So yeah, it has a more sort of Indianish sort of taste anyway, because it comes from sort of the Malaysian side of things.
Yeah.
We've put a green chilli in there.
Now, what are you going to do now here, Chef?
I'm just making a quick sort of zhuzh.
Yeah.
We'll just fry this very quickly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put any dry spices on there because it's already got some in the muslin.
Have you got garlic in there?
Now I have.
OK, lovely.
Just dry fry that. That gets all the flavour going. A little bit of that muslin paste and some water. Now, ideally, we'd have more tomatoes, and that gives a real sort of thickness. When you make Indian curries, you tend to sort of cook the... It's got a chive in it. Cook the onions first to give them that sort of lovely depth of flavour.
OK, and they use a lot of ghee, don't they? Which is the melted butter, and then you've got the blitzed down garlic and your ginger. They make that into a bit of a puree too.
Yeah, but these days, because, you know, they're talking about a curry that would be for sort of agricultural workers in India, and because people have more sedentary lives, there's a movement in the Indian community away from using too much ghee, and there's a whole sort of new healthy wave of Indian food happening, which is great.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And has this come about quite recently then, Ross?
Yeah, well, in fact, I'm working on a project with the ethnic health people to do some education about healthier food.
Fab.
Right, we'll get that up to
bit of hummus
speed.
now. Let's get this going. There we are. Nick, how are you getting on there?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I've just made a nice paste with the chickpeas.
Yeah, perfect.
I've bulked out with a little bit of bread. A nice old Scottish trick to make a little go a long way.
Oh, no, you.
Plenty of garlic, some of your lovely curry paste in
You'll
there.
not get that at Jenna's.
He's just winding you up. Don't worry about it.
Me up.
Me? Wind up?
Yeah, you did a very good job of it.
So, Nick, what's in that mixture then, Chef?
Well, just say that again. Right,
Yes.
chickpeas, blitzed down with lots of garlic, sesame oil, lemon juice, sesame seeds, and I put some breadcrumbs in there as well, just to bulk up, and lots of coriander. Okay, so nicely sort of seasoned up. I'm just going to make a little chili sauce, chili tomato sauce to go with that.
Lovely. That sounds good, but this sounds equally good. This is from Ted Pickles from Stratford. Good afternoon to you, Ted. Thanks for writing in. Can you tell me what's the best way of thawing meat? Thawing meat. Nick, do you want to start on that one?
Yeah, well, the thing you don't want to do is thaw it quickly.
What happens if you put it underwater then? Is he going to lose a lot of those sort of...
No, it's
Lose
dangerous.
everything.
You know, there's a chance that it's not properly thawed. All the flavour goes into the water. It's just a disastrous way of doing it. It's a real cowboy way.
And what about the microwave? Are you a fan of that?
You've got to be really careful that it's properly defrosted. If you have to, you can do it in the microwave, but you've got to be really, really careful that the whole thing is properly defrosted. But the best way to do it is to take it out the night before you need it and leave it in the fridge, and then take it out before you use it, and remember to pat the meat dry, because you'll lose a lot of juice, because the ice crystals form when the meat's freezing, and the juices actually sort of form into crystals, and as they defrost, they leach out. So it'll be a little bit wet, so you need to pat it dry.
OK, and another thing to add, Ted, is if you are going to be sort of freezing any meat, try and get some with a little bit of fat. Fat does protect it, OK? Once you just put your normal meat in there, that's really when you're going to lose so much flavour. And, you know, it's something that's just you don't really want to do, you know? It's all about flavour now, and it's all about sort of discovering sort of beautiful taste in food. Taste that, Chef. Do you want a little bit more of anything in there?
Well, that's delicious.
Yeah.
A little sharpness, perhaps a little bit of, just a tiny bit of lemon juice.
Lemon juice, and I've got to put just a few of those. I've got some coriander there, and just a touch of parsley, guys. But don't blitz it too much, otherwise it'll turn it green.
Which is perfect, is a little bit of cumin.
A little bit of cumin.
Ideally roasted, but
OK.
we don't have time. How much time do we have, Anthony?
OK, 3 minutes left. Remember, we started off with the sesame seeds in there, guys. Then we put a little bit of garlic in there. OK, we put our chickpeas in there, salt and pepper. And, of course, you can see me now putting the lemon juice. You put a little bit of the old cumin seed in there. And the herbs. Just blitz it up just a little bit. Not too much. Remember, if you blitz it too much, and the green kind of just gets into it, and you get a horrible colour. That's fine. Hummus is absolutely made. That's it. We've got all our bits of bread here ready to accompany that. Our little shards of bread. That's going to be lovely. OK, this is cooking down. And you're going to put that 3 minutes to go. Do you want that fish going in there now?
No, well, I can probably go in about... No, I don't want to overcook it. So
OK, so I cut it up a little bit?
No, I'm going to keep it like that, just for presentation. Beautiful, aren't they? They're so yummy. You know, it's a bit like going to Portugal and you eat them with salsa verde, and sort of, you go down the street and they're sort of cooking on barbecues. They cook very quickly. They're delicious things.
OK, lovely. Generally, how long would you cook those for?
Well, if you're barbecuing them, they take about 5 minutes, but in poaching like that, it's very hard. It'll take about 2 minutes.
And Nick, have you got a problem, Chef? You look like you've got that look on your face. Take that look off your face.
Do you want to see my lovely falafels?
Huh? Your falafels? What do you mean balls? There's not balls.
Oh, they're melted.
It's not melted, mate. That's oh god.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Looks like a
nasty thing.
yeah.
Don't make it worse.
Okay, make it worse. Did you say?
Right, just go away. Let me think about this.
Okay, we'll just take them out. Take them out. Take them out. That's okay. And one of the reasons is it's one of the hardest things, ladies and gentlemen. Normally, you'd use the old chickpeas. Really, it's worth getting fresh chickpeas. There, so it's worth getting fresh chickpeas. All right then, Ross. Coming towards the end here.
Fresh chickpeas.
Yeah,
I've just done that.
Strike them.
Yeah.
Fresh
heat off
chickpeas.
me.
In India, they're called the gram.
Gram,
but
yeah.
or chana if they're dried. The fresh gram, they're green.
Yeah.
And they come in a pod. They're absolutely delicious things.
Okay. Okay, 1 minute to go now, guys. 1 minute, less than that, of course. The music's already started. Okay, are you in there? Oh,
No worries, no worries.
Don't worry about that,
We've
Chef.
got the
There we
tomatoes to do, so we'll just
There
pick
we
this
are.
up.
Beautiful. That's it. Okay, and what's next? You're going to strain that off a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, here we are, Chef. One ladle. Here we are.
I'm on the flat one. Sorry,
flat one.
Never mind.
Okay, that's it. Take those out. 30 seconds. Right, Nick, there we are.
Yep.
That's it, lovely. We're going to have a round falafel. A cheesecake falafel. A falafel. There we are. Now, come on, let's have it over here. Come on, Nick. 10, 9, 8, 7, go on, Chef. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! What can you do there, mate? What can you do?
What's he like?
Oh, what's he like indeed? And now, what are you going to call it then, Chef?
Have a bit of this. It's sardina.
Very nice. Nice little touch. Now, tell us what you did then, Chef.
We made a paste out of garlic and spring onion and the mushroom paste and tomatoes and got that going. Once it was hot enough, we poached chickpeas, a little bit of more spring onion and the sardines in there, so it's a nice sort of rich curry.
Got the sardines under there. Just look at those. They're absolutely lovely. That's the way you should eat them.
So to keep them nice. If you overcook them, they're going to fall apart, basically.
Yeah.
So you can see the beautiful colours of the skin and what have you there. And then I grilled some pita bread.
Absolutely, grill the pita bread, and here we make that lovely hummus. Remember, I didn't have tahini, which is a sesame seed paste, so I blitzed down some sesame seeds, and then to that, a little bit of garlic, oil, of course, the chickpeas went in there, hit it with a little bit of cumin seed too, and just blitz that down, a little bit of herbs. You don't have to put the herbs in there. I kind of think it gives it, just lifts it a little bit with a touch of lemon juice. And, of course, we've got the roasted tomatoes in there with some, you can see the rosemary, thyme, bit of garlic, olive oil, again, the bit of bread. But Nick made something for the hamster here, didn't you? Look at this.
Right, see that Scottish trick of bulking them out with breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, falafel with a nice little chili dip here.
What do you think went wrong there, Chef? Because we like to put people in there.
Okay,
you know.
too much breadcrumbs. Okay, trying to get too much out of it. Oil not hot enough, and then really that's it. And no tahini. The sesame paste really holds them together quite well.
It
but
certainly
it'd still
does.
be nice.
OK, let us tell me what
Oh,
you
have I
think.
got to taste it?
Yeah. We're not that keen. I bet he says it's delicious.
Hey, see you soon, everybody.